Max edits the podcast and puts it up on YouTube. So we could send that to you after
Perfect.
after he puts it up. I'm lasting. I'm laughing because I went onto Max's chat right now and he has like clips, like featured clips, and one on the first clip says "Rising Star Awards joke," and I'm like, God damn it! So, do you, Glitch? Do you know what the Rising Star Awards are?
I've heard of them. I
So
don't.
apparently I was not me, just me, was nominated for podcast talk show. I get an email saying you've been nominated, blah blah blah. I immediately go to look for Max's name. It's not there. I'm mortified. I'm mortified. I'm sitting next to my husband and I go, what the fuck do I what the fuck do I do? He's like, I don't know, this is hilarious. And I'm like, Jesus Christ. So I show Max, so now we have all these like he was making fun of me and saying like if you see his screen right now that says Carrie for her pleasure with the two of us, he removed
Yeah.
the episode we talked about it. He removed himself.
Oh my.
Oh my
Oh.
god, I'm mortified. With that being said, I've made it to round two. Please vote for the Allie G show under podcast and talk show. It should be scary for her pleasure, but for some reason, it's fucking not. Thanks to whoever nominated me. Also, thanks for fucking me over, and I have to give this speech the time. I'm like, oh god. But welcome to the podcast. It's so nice to meet you. I am Allie. I know that we kind of like haven't met formally yet. I've rated you twice, our two last streams,
Thank you.
because I wanted my community to get to know you before coming onto the podcast. And when I was listening in the other day, actually, I heard you say that you are new to horror and that this is not exactly where you started. So
Yeah.
so how did you get involved with Twitch and what games did you start with?
Oh, okay. So we're about to hit our 2 year in October, of streaming, and I actually started out as a cozy streamer. I started in Stardew, and I'll say tried like Hello Kitty and Harry Potter, and I had great numbers actually. I was doing really good, but then I realized I was only doing it for the numbers, and I wasn't having any fun, and so I decided I basically had like a crisis where I was like, I'm not happy. Like I want to do this, but I don't love it anymore. I felt like I was a fraud because I've always been into like the whimsical witchcore goth, love that stuff. I've always been that person on the inside, but I was too scared to come out and show it. I was raised very religious, so there was different things like that. And then I was like, you know what? This is my time. This is my time to be me. This is my time to be who I want to be. My daughter is 12. She loves horror. And I was like, okay, and I started watching more with her. And then I realized actually playing horror games is way more interactive than Stardew ever could be. And so I was like, I'm having so much more fun of just like being myself. And then the more I got into horror, the more I got into Souls like and Survivor, I was just like, this is it. This is what makes me happy. So here
Souls
we are.
like Dark Souls,
Yeah.
what's that? The Pinocchio one.
Lies
What's
of
that?
P.
Oh, Lies of P. Yeah.
Lies of Pants. It's like what's
I've
that one?
rage quitted that way too many times, but it's on my list. I have to finish it soon. So the chat is on to me about that. So that's my next one I have to beat. So
I can't even imagine the rage that I would get playing a Souls game. I mean, I may just leave Twitch completely. Like I cannot. That
and their
is
whole inside
ballsy.
thing is like get good, and it's like I'm trying, but like
Yeah, good. That's literally like one of the hardest games to like ever play. They're like, get good. I'm like, oh God.
yeah,
So
yeah, and it's
what
very punishing, but I kind of like that part of it, unfortunately.
when you started to play horror games, did you look into it, like Google Google, like what horror games are good, or did you get recommendations? What was your first horror game that you played that you were like, this is it?
Um, Actually, I have always loved the Resident Evil franchise. And so when the new Requiem came out, I was like, I have to. This has to be like my debut horror game. And I fell in love with it. I was terrified, but it's one thing to like watch it, it's another thing to be in it. And so it was a lot, but I loved it so much. And then I tried Outlast Trials right after that. So Punishment apparently is my new thing because I've been picking some crazy games.
When I the first couple of years of for me of being a horror streamer, I used to, and I still do once in a while, but for every single horror game I played, I used to count how many times I screamed. And Outlast, the first game, is one of the most, if not, I have it written down on my profile, the game where I screamed the most. No, I think Alien Isolation was, but Outlast is also up there. I think it's the second. That game, when people say to you that Outlast is the scariest horror game out there, they are not exaggerating. And for a long time, I was like, whatever, this game is over 10 years old. Like, how could it be this scary? I mean, it is 10 out of 10 scary. And if you have played Outlast Trials, you absolutely need to play the original first Outlast, and then right after play the DLC called Whistleblower. That is scarier than the game. It is
Oh,
10 out of 10 fantastic. And it's like a game that it's a big draw game. So like people, that's such a game that someone oh, she's playing for the first time. Yes, I want to watch that because the game is just so terrifying, and I want that experience for you
yeah.
as your new
It's
friend.
I tried it again a couple weeks ago. I was like, "Oh yeah, I think I'm gonna," because I love cosplay too. So I really want to like find a game that I could do and I was like, "That would be epic." Like do cosplay while playing. And I was in it by myself for like 20 minutes. I even had chat like, "This one's really scary. I can't watch it. I will see you next time." And I'm in there like shaking, carrying this like bucket of acid and I'm like, "I think I need a break. I feel like I'm going to pass out." Like it
I
was
call it
so scary.
I call it barrel bitching when I need to just take a rest in the barrel and just like decompress during Outlast Trials. First of all, during Outlast Trials, I'm pretty sure I don't breathe even once.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
And it's
There's
like
no
something
time.
must be on my chest. There's no time, and also like there's something on me the entire time. It's just like,
Yep.
oh, like so bad. It's hard. It's so hard.
Yep.
It's so
And then I went
hard.
into a barrel thinking I was safe and they grabbed me out of there. So then I didn't feel safe in there either. And I'm like, I'm screwed. The very first one I played, the map, you had to take like these human hearts and throw at like the games.
Yeah.
Circus.
And I was like,
Yeah, thanks.
what have I gotten myself into? This is insane.
There's that like whole chapter that's just like a bunch of like sex toys. Have you played
Yeah.
them? Like that one's
No,
that
not
one's
yet.
Yeah, I
delightful.
think it's a
I
dildo
actually got
factory, if I'm not mistaken.
That's amazing. Who's the baddie in the dildo factory? Is it Mother Blueberry? Whatever her name is?
I think it's the dude with the teeth gun.
Dude with the teeth.
He's like a newer like
Okay, I
boss.
might not know him.
Yeah.
Okay. Dude with the teeth gun. I fucking
He's
love
got a
it.
shotgun and the
Oh
bullets are just teeth.
That's insane. That's insane. I actually got in trouble with Twitch and suspended for a day because I did a spicy Stardew. I
Wait, tell me
modified
about
it and
Spicy
it was like
Stardew.
it's called X Stew and it's uh very spicy. It's adult themed Stardew where you watch them do things.
Watch who? The chickens?
No, the
I know.
Emily's
So
crazy.
limited. I have a limited start. Here's my Stardew knowledge. There's chickens, right? And you make mayo. And then you could also
Yes.
date and marry. Stardew Valley.
Well, in the spicy version, you milk the characters.
like, like, like.
Yes, just yes, whatever you're thinking.
Okay, so here's my next question. Okay, are the characters still pixels?
Yes, it's
So how do
pixel
you milk them?
adult content.
I mean, with your
There's
hands,
a milking
probably.
machine.
With your pixel hands.
It's just a
But
little
yeah, there's
nub going like
there's-
this.
So
Yeah, they're
how does one find this naughty
Nexus
Stardew
mods.
Valley?
She
Nexus
wants it for
mods.
Okay.
research.
Yeah.
No, you know
Yeah,
what?
research
One of
purposes
my
only.
friends, Katie, is obsessed with Stardew, plays it all the time. And I don't think she knows about this. And if she did, everything
Yeah.
would be dicks. So I'm
I
really
thought it was a great
excited to tell her
idea.
this.
And then chat was like, "Oh, I thought it'd be spicier." And I was like, "Bet." And I found and that I got a notice the next day because I used to do spicy Stardew Saturdays. So late night Saturday was like adult Stardew. And then I got a notice from Twitch like, due to sexual content, you've been banned for a day. And I was like, guys, I can't risk it. I can't risk it. We can't do it.
That's kind of badass, though. That's a great
I had a
story.
modesty panda that would like cover because it was pretty graphic for being pixel. And I didn't have enough pandas to cover what was happening. It was crazy.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
in
cute.
chat, they're
I
like,
love
we,
that so
yeah,
much.
even some in chat remember that. It's crazy.
What you said you did spicy Saturdays. What other spicy games did you do, or just Stardew?
I just did Stardew. I was trying to like, it was in that odd phase, right, of like changing who I was, changing all my content, but still not wanting my community to feel like they got bamboozled, you know, thinking I was just, so I was like, oh, I'll just spice up Stardew. What could go wrong? And then, yeah, that didn't work. So we do play Stardew still now as like reminiscing of like where we started, but I don't think I could ever go back to just playing Stardew. It's just not me anymore.
There are a lot of streamers, I would say the majority, even if they don't like admit it out loud, that when they're on Twitch, the first things that they think about is how many people are watching. And that could really mess with our heads. It's hard to prioritize sometimes because once we become a community and then we branch out and then find different communities and merge them and make more friends, follow more streams, you kind of see how other people are doing, you know, worse than you, better than you, and you start to kind of compare yourself, get that burnout feeling quickly. You mentioned that when you first started streaming that you were streaming cozy games. I'm guessing a lot of Stardew, and you had good numbers. I'm not sure if it was like partner numbers or just like for someone brand new, those were good numbers. But then when you changed to horror, something that is more passionate to you, and your numbers, I'm going to assume, maybe went down or weren't as, you know, great when you played cozy games. Did that affect you at all, the want to keep streaming? Did you kind of look at yourself and be like, all right, I have to choose now that I know that this is how the numbers are going to be for now, playing horror, I have to choose whether, you know, do I want to keep playing cozy and have those big numbers and reach maybe a goal quickly in Twitch, or do I want to just say fuck it and play what I play and who cares how many people are watching?
I think my priorities changed, to be honest. 100%. My numbers were, man, I was averaging 30 to 40 on Twitch with Stardew, and I've dropped to like maybe 10 to 15 average. So more than half. Um, but you know what? What I've been able to do in the, gosh, maybe it's been a year already of switching over, I've met the coolest and kindest people. I've met communities that I never would have reached out to or talked to, like, you know, Scary Cherries, like the Crypt, like, things like that. Like, I've met a lot of amazing people along the way, and I've had crazy opportunities that those matter to me more than the numbers now. And to know that people accept me, even if it's only 10 or 15, as who I truly am. With my witchy side, I can talk about tarot now. I could do all the things and talk about everything that excites me. and know that I'm being accepted as me than when I was like wearing pigtails, wearing Hello Kitty pink shirts of like, and I was super shy, and I was like, "Thank you for the follow, like, thank you so," like, and then now I'm just like, "Fuck you," and I just like am myself, like I love that so much more than any number. So, I do have a good group that stuck with me throughout it, but and those I truly feel are the real ones that just accept me for me no matter what I play. They'll watch and they'll hang out. Um, but it was really hard because it was like, do I stay true to myself or do I just care about the numbers? And I was leaving every stream feeling like a poser. But then what was crazy is when I went over to horror and I dived into who I truly felt I was worried I was going to be portrayed as a poser as well because I don't know all the knowledge everyone does. I haven't seen every movie and played every game out there that I get lost in the conversation sometimes. So, it was kind of both ways, but really I'm a goth girl at heart. I love my tarot. I love my witchy self. So that's just who I am at the end of the day.
When you say that you were like wearing like pink and you were like thanks for the follow and being kind of like mellow, did you put on that persona because you thought that that's how you needed to be and needed to sound in order to get attraction and viewers?
Yeah, I look at old footage. I have old videos and old pictures, and like I don't even recognize myself. And I'm an extremely loud person. I like laugh loud. I yell a lot. I'm very animated. I'm clumsy. Like I felt like I just couldn't be myself. That I had to be perfect. I had to be sweet and soft. I also thought I had to be family friendly because I thought with these cozy games, like I wanted everyone to feel welcome. And now it's like, no, it's probably not safe for you to be in my streams if you're not 18 plus because I don't want to be responsible. I was putting a lot of responsibility on myself of being that for all ages and anyone, can come and watch, but it just it wasn't fair to them either. Like you don't want to watch a fake person, and that's what I felt I really was just very we even joke about it now because all there's like videos of me like, oh my god, thank you so much, and being just so quiet and whispering. I'm like, who the hell is that? Like, it's so
That's
weird. So weird.
It's funny. So my insecurity was always that. So I didn't start playing video games until I started streaming on Twitch. So my insecurity was I'm fucking terrible and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Um, there's another game besides Dead by Daylight out there. I had no idea. Uh, so I made there was a joke that was made years ago. In my streams saying that I would always be like, I'm not a real gamer. And then someone made a joke being like, you got to like platinum your first game and then you're a real gamer. So I love this like interactive horror game. So I platinumed the game The Quarry. And doing that made me realize that my favorite thing to do and on Twitch is play these interactive games and make all the choices and get all the trophies and that was my Stardew to horror. That was my indie horror to narrative horror journey, and that's like all I do now. It's been years, but you take that, that kind of journey to find yourself at the end. How did you? So you've only been streaming for about 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. You know what? I love that because there's so many of us in our circle and our group of friends and our different communities that are in between 4 and 6. We're right around that
Really.
kind of like right, like pandemic time. So we share kind of the same a lot of the same insecurities because when we started streaming during the pandemic, no one had anything to do. So everyone hung out. Like I probably average the same amount of viewers that you do, but during the pandemic, before I even put on my just chatting screen, I'd have 25 people there already. So we went from a shift of everyone was watching because everyone was bored, and then everyone had ample money because they weren't spending it, so they would just throw it at us, right? To
Mhm.
the complete opposite like 3 years later, and it affected a lot of people that I know. So you got in it in like the perfect time, like after all that shit, and you have come and have found an awesome group of friends within the Crypt stream team. How did you being so new to like the game, especially horror streaming, how did you find the Crypt stream team, and what was that process like for you for I'm going to assume applying for your first stream team, because I know that you're on the Scary Cherries too, and that's more of a newer stream team. Shout out
Yeah.
to Evil Cherry Berry. We love her. She's one of our favorite speedrunner streamers. Check her out. But yeah, tell us about that.
Yeah, actually the very first stream team I joined is called the Firekeepers, and they're a Souls like stream team. And when I got into that, I was like, wait a minute, this is really cool. I didn't really know much about stream teams. Um, I thought this is really cool, but Souls like we talked about how punishing they are. I could never do that full time. I could never do it always. I would rage quit every every stream. Um, but as I played more into horror and things, I thought, what is the best way to learn and meet the community than to join one of the teams and just be honest about kind of where I am in my path. And I was honest in my application, like I'm very new, but I do love it. It's a passion of mine. I would love to meet fellow people that I could learn from. And I'd rather learn from these teams of like what you guys are playing, what's new and upcoming, what do we like about it, what nuances to look out for too. There's certain things like certain emotes or certain phrases that a lot of people don't like. I wouldn't have known that if I wouldn't have been in these teams. Um, a lot of people don't like being called love or being very endearing in those types of verbiage, which I would have never known if I wasn't in these teams. I catch myself and it's like I don't ever want anyone to feel uncomfortable, and I wouldn't want to like say, "Oh, this is my favorite game," or "This is my favorite TV show," and not know the background behind it. And I like I said before, I felt like such a poser. I just don't want to come into this not knowing and feeling like that too. So I'm just really passionate about meeting the people that can teach me everything I need to know about it.
Horror is and horror gaming brings the most diverse group of people together, and that's what's really great about just the spooky community in general. We all are here for the same purpose because we love spoopy shit. We love to share our love of spoopy shit, and everybody, no matter what you look like, who you love, no matter, what your name is, your pronouns, no matter what, you are accepted. And that's one of my favorite parts about being on stream team. You
Me
said you
too.
were on
And
called the Firewalkers? I'm sorry.
the fire keepers, because that is like
Firekeeper.
the main lady of Dark Souls. But
Oh, okay.
Kristen, for the main of the crypties, um, I found her on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it. And how open she is with her disabilities and her setbacks and different things like that, it made me feel comfortable talking about mine. And that I have a very rare eye condition and I'm epileptic. Going into the horror scene was like, oh my gosh, I'm scared. Like, is there accessibility for us? And so to hear other people's stories about their disabilities or their setbacks or chronic illnesses and things has also opened up a place for me to be an advocate for that. And now I've put that on me for horror of like, are these acceptable for photosensitivity people? So I love that those conversations are so easy to have now, which I didn't know that was even in the space.
Um, you mentioned accessibility. I'm assuming that because of the way you just spoke about that, accessibility is really important to you. And I also accessibility is very important to me too. I get really bad motion sickness, like so bad. Even if there's a game where I have to be in a car and I'm backing up and driving like this, it's over for me. And not enough games have had Bob toggle. What are if you are a dev, and I mean, I don't know how much money it costs to make an accessibility page and add things to,
Hmm.
but if you are a dev on a budget, what would be like the three top accessibility options for you personally to kind of to put on if you had to choose the most important ones?
My dream would be a toggle for flashing lights. Would be my absolute dream of like either lowering them or removing them completely. They do a lot of things for colorblind. They do a lot of different things, but for specifically flashing lights, a lot in horror as well. Um, I miss full scenes in movies and games because the flashing is so bad and it could send me into a seizure. But I know that's very expensive to do because you have to basically program it completely different. If they had a timestamp in the game, I'm currently working on YouTube long form content for doing this since nobody else is really doing it right now, where I play a game, watch a movie, and I create timestamps so that people with photosensitivity issues, like maybe, uh, flashing lights or quick movement sometimes makes people nauseous, or motion sickness, really quick cut scenes, things like that, that way you're prepared and have the knowledge going into it. Because if you're going in and you see like, hey, 30 minutes in, 2 hours in, there's some motion sickness scenes, you can be prepared for that instead of it coming and you having to react to it. I wish that they would do that. I don't think it's ever going to ruin a game. You give a timestamp of saying, hey, if you go into this room, there's flashing lights, be careful during the scene, or things
Mhm.
like that. I was live playing Resident Evil Requiem, and I literally had to say, I'm sorry, guys. And my boyfriend had to come and finish that part for me because the flashing lights were just too bad. I couldn't walk through that hallway. So I think it would be really important to have just that accessibility of like, oh, if it's happening every hour, maybe this just isn't a game for me. Dead Space, I want to play that game so bad. There's no freaking way I can play that game. It is way too flashy all the time.
Don't you think flashing lights would be like the first thing on a horror dev's mind to like toggle on and off? Like, and I don't think that
They
I've
think
ever
that's
seen that.
I feel like they think it's easy horror. And I could just be sensitive to it, but I feel like let me just make it flash and make you overstimulated and you'll be scared. I think there's a lot of other options to scare people. Like you can do darkness. You can do, but even there was a recent movie I couldn't even watch the ending to because they were doing thunder scenes and they were hitting it so aggressively with flashing lights. Like it's just I get it, but I feel like that's the easy way to do it. I think it takes a very creative person to make scary. Like there's not very many flashing lights in Outlast trials. There are some that do. There's like a police station with the moving lights. There's different things like that, but I just choose not to play those. But they give you options to not, and it's still terrifying. You know. Sorry, I can go on a rant about this all day.
No, please rant
I'm just
away.
so passionate about it.
I'm a huge fan of the game Slay the Princess. Have you ever played that game or heard of it?
I have not. I have heard
It's a
of it, but I haven't
narrative
played it.
it's a narrative horror game, and 2 years ago it won at the Horror Game Awards. There she is.
Oh.
She's the witch. Won most accessible or best accessibility or best
Oh,
accessible game,
wow.
something like that. It has like everything. It even the whole game is drawn, like hand drawn, but some like overlap and it'll shake a little bit. You can turn off the shake. Like
That's
there's like
so cool.
they thought of everything for that game. Um and that's fantastic. That is a really good one. We should also become Steam friends because every time Slay the Princess goes on sale, I gift it to somebody because it is the
Oh,
greatest game in the entire world. I call
I love
September
that.
Slaytember, and we just play like the game over and over again, like in
I
different
love that.
paths and stuff.
I'll have to play it.
Yeah,
I'm excited. Yeah. I
it's
think
fun.
every game should have I know it's hard to meet everybody's needs, right? Everyone has their own, especially photosensitivity, like you have different triggers. Everyone does. And I'm not asking them to try to, think of everyone, but there should be some triggers or toggles that you can kind of fix to your liking or what works best for you.
Even like it doesn't take much time or money to, like you said, if we are going into a room and there's going to be like flashing lights, just have like a thing pop up on the side being like flashing lights upcoming or something like that. Like
Right.
that's
Yeah.
that's a really good idea.
They cover themselves legally by saying this game contains flashing lights or people with photosensitivity issues. this is your warning. Now they put it on every game, every movie, every TV show. But what does that mean for me? Is it all the time? Is it once? But they just do it to cover their butt. And then I go in blind, not sure what I'm getting myself into. So like even that, like a little pop-up right before it happens. There was a popular game called it's like Fever Meme. It was like all over
Yeah.
socials, and it's like would, kind of be mean to you and like there I did fine. I was live streaming. I was blind. I did not know what I was going into. We were having a great time. It was mocking me. It was doing all these things. All
Mhm.
of a sudden, you're in this like color game and you're picking colors. And out of nowhere, all the colors just started flashing at once and flooded my screen so bad I had to duck under my desk because my
Ooh.
whole room was lighting up. And my boyfriend's like sitting across the way. He's like, oh my, and he's like running over trying to turn it off. Like, even a warning right before that would have been great. But I just got blasted out of nowhere. And like, it was really scary.
That's terrible. Oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
scary. Oh, I'm sorry that you have to go through that. That's
It's
insane.
I feel like that's why I'm here though. I feel like this is my journey getting here is making it okay for others to talk about it. Because who
Absolutely.
am I to be like, I'm new to horror, but also like, can we make it accessible, please? Because I'm kind of scared to be part of it. I think it needs to be talked about more.
No, I absolutely agree. And like you, many times, and Max could attest for this, I've had to be like, I can't play this game anymore because the motion sickness is just so bad. One of my favorite horror devs is Puppet Combo. Have you ever heard of them?
I've heard. Yeah.
Okay. So, th- love their games, was playing all their old stuff, Murder House, Blood Wash, all the classics. And then they started partnering with Torture something
Torture
company.
Star.
Torture Star. Torture Star. Thank you, Max. Torture Star Company. And their games became Puppet Combo like on crack. And the crack added a lot of motion. So there were a
Yeah,
ton of
crack does
time.
that, Allie.
Crack and smoke.
Sorry, continue.
No, there was a ton of time where I'd be playing the game and then all of a sudden there's a chase scene and it's just and I'm like I can't I'm getting sick and I'm trying to so badly. I take Dramamine, I smoke weed like right before I go on screen. Like I am doing every precaution to keep me, leveled. But no, I can't do it. And it really sucks. I wish there was like a no chase mode or no bounce, like something. But
Yeah.
I always get sick. But hey, if I'm gonna get sick, I'm just gonna end it. And everybody knows when I'm like not happy. So let me just end it into something that makes me happy. Um, so you're a Resident Evil fan, it sounds like, or have you only played Resident Evil Requiem?
I'm a Resident Evil fan. I want to replay everything. I played them a long time ago. The older ones. Chat has been asking for Resident Evil 4, so that's going to be the next one we play. Um, but yeah, I'm a big. I met Yaya, the famous cosplayer, and I got assigned, and she was from Requiem, all dressed up. So,
Oh, that's so
Nice.
yeah,
cool. I love it.
yeah, yeah.
Have you played any of the games with people? Resident Evil 5, Resident Evil 6, like co-op?
I have not. The only horror games I've played co-op are Dead by Daylight, Repo, and Outlast.
Was Dead by Daylight one of your like intro horror games? Like all of
It
us?
was it yeah, kind of. It was my Repo was my intro horror co-op game. I am very clumsy. I don't get asked to play that game very often anymore because
Oh,
I was
Repo?
not yeah.
Dude, all I do is break shit. Like
I know. That's like
I contribute this much.
yeah, yeah. I love my friends. I really do, but they lock in and they're so good and I'm like, I got and then it breaks. I'm like, I'm so sorry. I don't know. I don't know what's happening.
Like
I'm just here for
they
the
run
vibes,
into
man.
me. Yeah, just here for the vibes.
Yeah.
I'm like Fred Durst. All
Uh,
I want to do is break stuff.
yeah, and they're like, "That's the one you
Sorry, that
can't
was a
talk
bad
about
joke.
or talk in
No, that
front
was
of," and I'm like,
great.
"What?" And then I get, oh, it's crazy. But yeah, Dead by Daylight. That's when I felt, I think, the most unknowledgeable though. Was with that game, just because there's so much lore and characters in it that I was like, I don't know what movie this is from, or I don't know what game this is from, and I just felt like I wanted to know more before I played more, if that makes any sense.
And also, and I feel like this is like a recent, like couple year thing, but now Dead by Daylight players, like if you're a Dead by Daylight player, you're a Dead by Daylight player. And like they know everything, every perk, put this with this to do that, then
Yeah.
this and that, right? And then like you're just like, I'm just trying to make this quick time event for the generator. I have noticed it getting more, everyone's more, I'm gonna say like technical rather than
Mhm.
just let's go around and let's fuck around and find out, right? There's no more
Yeah.
fucking around. There's strategy. All right, who has this perk? What does, and I'm just like, listen, I just want to go in and have fun, and like
Yeah.
I'll put on like slippery meat, and then my offering will be the luck thing, so maybe I can get all, I'm like, have fun with it. I play a
Yeah.
character I call her Big Booty Judy, and we just go into the locker and try to fucking stun you every time. Like that's how I want to play Dead by Daylight. No, no
Me too.
shame or to the Dead by Daylight fans. They're great. The
Yeah.
streamers,
The
they're
Oh,
last
fantastic.
time I
shame
was in like a
them.
co-op
No
in
shame,
Dead by Daylight,
no.
well, I was like, oh, there's different like things for characters. It matters which character you play, and the silence was so loud. Like they're like,
That's
what
awful.
do you mean you didn't know? And I was like, sorry guys. And then they were trying to like change different characters like to match colors or themes or different things, and I was like, I got one character, guys. I'm really sorry. Like, I just felt so out of place. Like, man, I gotta drop a lot of money into this game if I'm gonna be invited back because I don't have a lot of options.
I this past year I played with, and I love them. I love these girls. I played with a couple of really cool Dead by Daylight streamers. We did a CEOs of Screams, Femmes of the Fog
Oh yeah,
collab
yeah,
with
yeah.
Priscilla team, and they were. I mean, I was, being the goofball that I am, and they're like, "This is game time," and I'm like, "Ah!" And I died every time, and I just
Yeah.
felt like I fucked everyone over. They're running perfectly. Like they're running the killer perfectly. And I'm just missing fucking quick time events. Like
Yep.
I'm just
Dropping
being
the pallet in front of me instead of behind me is like my number one.
100%. Or going, I'm over, I stun the killer, and then I go over, but then I go back over and he grabs
Yeah.
me. Like that's a move too. It's a famous move.
Yeah.
Um,
Or I take it
but they were
personal if I like mess up the generator and everyone leaves. I'm like, I'm really sorry.
I
Mean
do
it.
that.
Yeah.
So I do that. That's my toxic trait. Is that if you and I are on the generator together, and I'm so honest with you. If you mess up, I'm out. But I expect
Yeah.
you to do the same exact thing. Just move over because that killer just got a ping, and we both can't die.
I know. And I'm like, I'm so sorry.
But that was when I played with those girls, and they were
Mhm.
so good at the game that I was just like, heh heh, and they were just like, you got this? Like just, I've got him. He's over here. Ooh, he's got this perk. He's got magical whistle bell twinkle twinkle. Like I'm like, what's magical whistle bell twinkle twinkle? I haven't even heard his perk. Like I used to play
It's
it
just
all
a
the
bell,
time.
and they're like, he's coming. I'm like, what? How do you
Well,
know this?
everyone's silent, then you just hear, oh, it's Bing Bong. No matter when I play, whenever somebody uses Wraith, somebody at the party is just like, oh, it's Bing Bong. It's my favorite thing ever. Um, Usually group games make me sick. It's really it's really terrible, and I don't have many that I can take. I
Mhm.
play Split Fiction with Max, and I can take that for a couple hours. I have to be on Dramamine though, because
Mhm.
there's so much
Yeah.
swinging, and I'm so bad at the game that there's even more swinging because I just fail the swinging.
Yep. That's how It Takes Two was. Like you're
Yes.
trying to swing and jump on something that's already spinning, and it's like, yeah,
The Dead by Daylight doesn't make me sick because you could kind of like take breaks. Another game that I don't think I would recommend it to you only because of just lots of flashing colors would be the Killer Clowns from Outer Space game. It's
ooh,
fantastic, and uh, it's so well done and so close to the game, different maps. Yeah, I personally love it. And that game, because again, you kind of take breaks and like, be stealthy, doesn't make me sick.
mhm,
So anytime I find a group game that I'm like, oh, this doesn't make me sick, I like have to remember it because I have to turn down a lot of collabs and group games because of that. I recently I was playing with these three streamers off streams that I do a collab once a month, and I picked we each pick a game each month, and they picked, oh, excuse me, I picked Boo Men, which is a horror game. You act as robbers. You have to rob a house while avoid being, killed by
mhm,
ghosts. Really fun, but one of the maps is so triggering for my motion sickness, but they really wanted to play it. So at what we were on camera or anything. So at one point I just stood in the corner because like the other side, like home, I'm like, "Ugh," like I'm like dry heaving. I'm like,
oh,
oh my God, they're so sensitive. I hate being so sensitive. Was there like
yeah.
ever a game that you went and you were so excited to play and then it had like something so triggering that you're like, now I can't even finish this now.
Yeah, I was doing a collab and we were playing that Yap Yap, that
Mm-hmm.
horror game where you're like wizards and you have to speak the like
Speak the spells
alakazam and it
into
like
it.
does different things. Yeah, you speak the spells into it. It's actually really fun. There's like a P one where you can be on the monsters and like
Yeah.
it's ridiculous.
Sure, this isn't Sucker for Love.
And so like that one was really fun, but it was a pretty big group. I think there was like 10 or more of us, and I get overstimulated sometimes if there's a lot of talking too. I'm like trying to be in the conversation, but like if everyone's kind of talking over each other, it kind of gets a lot. Well, then because there were magical spells, if all of us were doing spells at one time, it was getting pretty flashy. And so like there was a couple times where I just had to like stay out of the conversation, not do a spell, just kind of let them take care of the monster, and I had to back away a little bit because it was just
Mhm.
getting like, cuz there's spells you can lift the monster to try to like get them out of your way so that you can, move forward. So everyone's trying to do it to help out each other, and it was just getting too much. Um I got a lot of cool clips from it because of funny scenes, but yeah, actually playing the game, I haven't played it since because of all the flashing.
Have you ever had any negative experiences while streaming? And when I mean like negative, I mean, has anyone come into your stream and been like fresh with you or hostile or just make you feel the ick? And if so, like how do you deal with that?
Um, yeah, I got quite a bit of it when I switched over, shockingly. They never really did it in the comments. They would DM me in the Discord of like, like, oh, I came to you for cozy. What happened? Like, I thought, I haven't watched you in a while, and all of a sudden you're like different, and I can't watch your streams anymore. They're too scary. And they like would take it out on me. And I said, I would just apologize and be like, I understand. I'm sorry if you feel like I let you down, but I was letting myself down and I just couldn't do it anymore. So, like, if you want to go find someone else, so I like would recommend them. Old friends that I had were streamers that were still doing cozy and things like that. Um, but it was a couple people felt bamboozled, which is fair. I mean, but I was just kind of shocked that they had the audacity to come at me about it and be like, what the hell?
Isn't it about like the person and not what they're playing? Isn't that like kind of what we all preach? is just kind of be yourself. And if you change because you feel like this is what you want to do now and you want to be your authentic self, the people, your community, the people who love you for you stay. Like, why? That's and it's
Yeah.
funny because when I asked you that question, it did that didn't even occur to me. Like them DMing you to be like, what happened? You were cozy. Like I was thinking someone's coming in being a pervert, like, or you know
Oh,
what I
that's
mean? Get like
YouTube all the
negative
time.
attention. Oh my gosh. That is so funny.
Yeah,
Oh,
YouTube's all the
my
time like, "Can I be your slave?" And I'm like, "Okay,
All right.
get out."
Men.
man, that's so funny. I on YouTube, so when I put out clips on my own channel on YouTube, I only get negative comments. Everyone just thinks I'm fake screaming, which is my favorite. They're just like,
Yeah.
"Oh, she's faking it. It's not even real." I'm just like, "It's real, and it sounds like a seal." And I'm sorry.
I did an epilepsy video and someone commented fake. I'm like, "Oh yeah, my epilepsy's so fake." Like it's such a flex. Like what? It was just so random.
You said that you did tarot before. Would you ever consider
Yeah,
doing like tarot streaming?
I want to. So I have like, if you haven't found the theme, is I'm not very confident. So I love it. And so I'm so scared I'm gonna say like the wrong thing or tell them something because I still like have a book I check to make sure like I'm understanding and I'm teaching myself and really, but again, like it's so weird, but in my head I feel like I don't have like the resume in order to do it. Like I do these are sub stickers I put on my PC every month. So every time you sub, you get a sticker, and I do a new theme every month. This is like a vintage circusy theme. This one, but one time I did tarot cards. So if they subbed, they got a tarot card that was a sticker. I read it for them, and it went on the PC. So like I try to incorporate when I can. I have a tarot deck right next to me. Like it's just I get a little nervous.
That's tough. You know, I like to think of like Twitch as like if you're a comedian, right, and you're trying out like new bits, like Twitch is like the place to come and like just try out the bits and see what sticks and what's not because like who the fuck cares?
Yeah.
I think that would be an awesome idea. There are some streamers who I've seen do like crafting streams and
Hmm.
building and making and I always think that's really interesting. Max plays music, you know, on his stream sometimes, which is really fun to watch because he's playing, but he also does like really cool poses. And I really like all those
It's
poses.
unintentional. It just happens.
I just love it. I love it so much. When we were deciding you know the day that we wanted to do this podcast, Max goes, do you want to do a solo or do you want a guest? And we just had the last two podcasts we were doing solo, and I'm like, let's have a guest. And he goes, good, I know who. Just like that, right? And
Oh.
so I assume that he went out and reached out to you, but how did you and Max meet?
I think it was from the crypt, right? The cryptid?
Yes. Yes, I
Yeah.
believe so.
I think yeah. And I know we started following each other on Instagram
Hmm.
too, and then I think we actually started seeing each other post more on X too or Twitter. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is anymore these days.
I call it
Um,
Twitter.
yeah,
So do
okay,
I.
thank you. And so it shockingly, I've met more people through Twitter than I have anywhere else. It's been quite interesting of the support over there. And then we started like liking each other's posts and stuff on Instagram, and then he rated me, and then I would rate him, and it just kind of started this thing. And then, yeah, he asked me to be on this, and I was like, oh,
And we're
really? I feel
here.
so special. And here we are.
Wait, how long have you been on the crypt? Were you the last one, or the
Yes.
like
No,
you were the
I
last
think
one
we
with
just
me,
had one,
or
right? Didn't we just,
yeah?
yeah, mine was in May, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, so
Because
it
aren't
was
we
yeah,
doing
it was.
one or when did you come
I think together. I think we were in the
in?
same one
Okay.
because the last one
Yeah.
was in May. I wasn't sure
Yeah.
if you were there beforehand or this was you were brand new to the stream team. Um, it's a really great group of people. I've been on the CEOs of Scream since its inception, and that has led me to the Crypt because we like to say like in the CEOs like the Crypt is our sister team. They probably say like vice versa because
Mhm.
we're just like super connected. Kristen is also a moderator for the CEOs, which
Oh,
is
okay.
great because she brings so much knowledge to our team because she ran the crypt when it was the crypt community and it was an open discord and anyone
Yeah.
could be there. And so she, and I can't even imagine how hard it is to run a stream team, the amount of hours and effort and just knowledge of discord and what to do, how to the code it, like in absolutely insane. She is an incredibly smart and wonderful person and has brought so many people together. Have you
Yeah.
participated in any raid trains?
I was going to do a fundraiser thing, but there was a bit of miscommunication, so I would missed out on that. I just, it's kind of crazy. You get what you put in to any stream team, and my life has just been kind of a whirlwind lately, and so I haven't been able to spend as much time in the discords as I would love to of being a part of it. Um, but I have not been with one for the crypt yet. I don't believe so.
When you were a cozy streamer, was your name still Beglitched?
Yeah. And I was
It
still
was.
Cozy Chaos. I'm still Cozy Chaos because I took it as any game can be cozy to you. It doesn't have to be a cozy game. And a lot of people were like, "Are you going to change your name?" And I said, "No, I'm standing by it because horror is now my cozy. This is my makes me happy and I love streaming and I want to do it every day. And this is where I go. Like it's now changed when I'm having a bad day, I want to stream. I want to be with my friends. I don't want it to be like, oh, I have to go on today. I have to be on. I have to be perfect. It's like I go in, I'm like, guys, I've had a shit day, and they just use crowd control to torture me for a couple hours, and I feel better, and my day is a lot better. And so, no, I've stuck by Be Glitched. Actually, I created it because Bewitched. I'm very witchy, and then I feel like I'm a glitch because I'm so clumsy and I'm that 0.001% chance of them saying like this would never happen to anyone, and it happens to me. My mom calls me Murphy's Law. Like it just is part of it. And so I thought it fit really well with just, and then I really wanted to just Be Glitched without the 3D, but I'm big on branding, and one person had that name with one follower on one social, and I was like, damn it.
uh,
So I did the
no.
3D so that I could have the name to myself. And so most people call me Glitch now, which I'm completely fine with. But it's funny when I go in and they're like, "Be the Glitch 3D." I'm like, oh, it's just one of those like reminders of like that's not my name.
So, I'll often write out to somebody, and if they're new, like I don't know them, they'll say like the Allie show, and I'm
Oh
like, it's the Allie G show. It happens all the time,
yeah.
but I'm like, I
Or
totally get
BG.
that.
I get BG a lot too. I'm like, oh okay.
BG's cute though. That a little cute nickname. I like that.
Yeah.
You're
Yeah. Oh, I've
only
warned
two.
people. Sorry, go ahead.
You've warned people about. No, no, go ahead, go ahead.
That I'm like I speak in typo. So if I butcher any like even your name, a word, a sentence, like that's just my personality at this point.
I take no offense to like pretty much anything in life. Um, you've only been streaming 2 years, so this might have not happened to you yet.
Hmm.
But have you experienced burnout from streaming that you needed to take like at least a week off to just recover and be like, do I even like this anymore?
That happened
I
when I
sw-
switched over.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was I it was the opposite of like, man, I have to stream today. I don't want to play any more Stardew. I am so over this. Like I'm not having fun. Like what else could I do? I would hit year 9 in the game. Like I have 90 something hours in there and I was just like I tried like Hello Kitty and I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm bored out of my mind." Like I really tried other like cozy games and I'm like, "What is wrong with me? Why can't I?" But what's funny is that's what I would stream. As soon as stream was over, I'm playing Rocket League, I'm playing Call of Duty, I'm playing Destiny 2. Like, I love action-packed combat games. What the hell am I doing in Hello
Right.
Kitty and Stardew? You know, like it just and I was like, I'm done. I'm never doing this again. And then it just clicked like, no, just be you. Like you love what you're doing, but you went down the wrong. The way I even got on Stardew is crazy. I literally was only streaming on TikTok when I first started. Um, and I typed in popular video games currently trending or something like that in TikTok, and Stardew came up. That's literally the only reason I started playing Stardew. I did not have like this born love for it when it came out. It was all that. And so to torture myself over a game I never even was like, you know, grew up with or was there when it like I was just like, and then when I realized what you could do with Twitch and all the interactive and all the things, I was like, guys, we're moving over. We got to move over. And then when the TikTok went down and it came back, it's just been. I'm glad to be off of TikTok now. It's been rough over there.
I deleted my TikTok recently. I get really bad like overstimulation when it comes to getting messages. And I
Mm,
feel like me getting a TikTok from I wanted to post like my clips and everybody else wanted to send me 20 reels a day. And
mm-hmm,
I wouldn't even open it. And those 20 turned into 90, turned into 100. Do you know what I mean? And I'm
mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah,
please. And I because I just couldn't take it anymore. I'm just like, please, this is just too much. Oh my god.
yeah.
Are there any spooky games that are coming out that you're looking forward to playing?
I'm actually really sad about one. Honestly, I was ranting about it in
Yeah.
stream yesterday. That Amsterdam 1666. I was so excited for that to come out. It's like a Salem witch, like totally up my alley. And then it comes out they were mainly using AI. So I I'm
No.
heartbroken. I am heartbroken. I was so excited for that game. Um, but I can't support something like that. So I'm very, very sad about that.
So that leads me to ask a question to ask you. If you saw, let's say, like your fellow like teammate or someone close to you, stream wise, streaming that game, Amsterdam, 1666 or whatever it's called, knowing that it's mostly AI, um, how would you feel about that?
Um, at this day and age, I feel like AI is another politic, religious, whatever you want to call it, topic that um everyone has their own opinion about it. I do not like people using it in video games. I don't like people using it for anything that has to do with their streams. Like their schedule. I see a lot of streamers right now put it into, and then you can tell it's all AI that them posting their schedule and things like that. I get there's time and place for it, but like I don't know. I I think the ones that are the closest to me know my stance already on it. So if they're gonna play it, that's on them type of thing. But I'm not the type to go, especially in someone's live chat, be like, you know what you're doing? Like, I'm not gonna put someone on the spot.
No. Yeah, no, that would be like obnoxious. But
Yeah.
like would you think like any less or like have a little bit of like inner judgment?
I have see that's the hard part. I have some friends that use it a lot. And that's the hard part. Like, and then I have some friends that will block you and never talk to you again if they know that you use it. I think that people are very passionate and strong about it. Um, I don't um I think it's everybody's personal opinion, honestly. I'm not gonna tell you yes or no. I personally don't like it. I don't think you should use it. I will let you know if I did yesterday in stream. Like I was heartbroken about that game. Of like, guys, I found this out. If it doesn't bother you, that's your thing, but I will not be playing it now unless they take all that out. Um, so strongly am against it, but I'm also like it's weird. I'm like the most non-judgmental person in the entire world. I was telling Max earlier, like I even had an idea for a podcast back in the day. Um, and it was called Instructions Not Included because I just wanted it to be where anyone of any background, thought, religion could come and chat and just have a difference of opinion. And I kind of feel like that's where AI has brought us. Of like you can be fully against it, you could be fully for it, but I think a lot of people are using it without them actually knowing they're using it because you type in anything into Google and what's the first thing that comes up? It's their what is their Google
Gemini, I think is the
uh
name is.
Gemini. Yeah. Yeah. So like how are you never going to use Google if you're going to be that against it? You know, like so I think there's a lot of areas to it. I'm just not for it at all. Especially art.
So
That's a big thing for me.
oh my
Is
God,
art.
yeah. And a lot of people like you said, like don't know that that picture is AI. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes it's hard to notice if you don't
And
know
I
what's
did
going
a media kit. It took me 4.5 hours to do my media kit, and I blasted. It took me this long because I didn't use AI, and I was so
on. Hell
happy. And I was like preaching about it because, like, yeah, I get it. It does take a long time. It like yes, it would be great to be like, hey, and it magically appear for you.
yeah.
But
Right.
I'm an artist too. I love editing. I love designing, like, and I feel like it's getting taken away from that. And now with video games are gonna just spit out games all the time using it, like, I don't think that's fair to the user.
I agree with you. I hope that we don't get like a new Resident Evil Code Veronica and there's like half its AI. Like that would be like devastating, right?
They better not, man. I will riot.
Same,
I
same
think
here.
Capcom has
Um,
made like an AI policy. I think that you can find it on their website.
really?
I think so. Which is
Who
good
gets
to
to use?
have.
Oh,
Correct.
Capcom. Yeah, yeah.
Glitch, what advice would you give to somebody who might be listening right now, who is a streamer, who maybe feels like I want to change what I'm doing on stream, but I feel like maybe I've come too far. What advice would you give them if they want to maybe move forward to pursue a different passion on Twitch?
Yeah, absolutely. At the end of the day, the people that support you in your community are there for you. Um, and it was really hard to hear and to take that they weren't there for me. They were there for a game. Um, and but at the end of the day, there's a light at the end of that tunnel of you just being you and finding people that accept you for you and you not having to put on a persona every day or a mask. If I would have known what I knew now, I never would have started in the cozy. But I learned so much also, right? Like Heinz, oh God, I always use sayings that I'm not good at them. Heinz 57 or so, whatever the saying is.
The
Hindsight,
knock on the ketchup
whatever.
bottle.
Hindsight's 2020.
Yeah,
The knock
whatever.
on the ketchup
Whatever it is,
bottle.
right?
I like Heinz 57. I love that.
I'd
Yeah,
say it's
I
hindsight's 50-50, so I get it.
there we go. But I don't know why I'm so confident going to say them and then I never say it right. But numbers we are taught to put our worth into numbers on everything. And again, this is another thing I can stand on a freaking soapbox about is like credit report, how much money is in your account, your paycheck. Now, if you're a streamer, it's view count, it's subscribers, it's sponsorship. You know, like we're always compared to numbers all the time. And if that's all we're focusing on, you're gonna be burnt out. You're not gonna feel like you're doing anything. I see people grind partner pushing, and as soon as they hit partner, they stop streaming. Like, why are we here? Why are you doing what you're doing? And a popular streamer even said it like, if you're here to make money, you're in the wrong space. You could be doing a lot of other things to make money. But if you're here, you're realizing, you know what? Oh, shoot, I started in horror and now I hate it. And I really want to go to cozy or whatever that path looks like. Like, just be true to yourself. The true, real friends, community, whatever you want to call them, will follow you till the end of whatever you play. So I think just be you.
And if anyone wants to come watch you, where can they find you? And what is your schedule? What games are you currently playing and playing this week?
Yeah, so I made it a mission this year to finish as many games as I can. So we've been playing games that we can finish. Liza P has been on that list for the whole year because it's been rough. But I do love survival. That's my new cozy also is survival games. Because again, apparently I like punishment. But we've been playing Power World, which is a community. So if you join the Discord, you can join our Power World. We can hold up to 20 people. Love that. And then I'll be back into Liza P. And then the next horror one we're going to be doing is Resident Evil 4. And then we're going to be doing Silent Hill 2. So that's
Nice.
the plan.
Ooh.
Currently, I'm working on some health things that have been going on. So I'm actually not working right now. So I am binge streaming a lot more than I used to. You can find me on all socials, be glitched across everything. And then I started co-working as well as because I don't have enough going on. So Wednesdays in the morning we do co-working together, where we just hang out and we spend 30 minutes working and then 5 minutes yapping, stretching, and then 30. So it's like body doubling is what I've heard it's kind of called. Um, but yeah, you can. I do clips all the time. I'm trying to get into long form, but editing is brutal with long form content. So,
Sure is.
but that's my next coming up that I'm really excited about is I created, it's called the Flickr scale. And I will be reviewing games and movies and TV shows and creating timelines for photosensitive people, because I think that is needed. So that will be on my YouTube long form.
I love that. That's so cool. That's awesome. Well, Glitch, it was so good to get to know you. Thank you for hanging out with us.
Thank you guys so
Everyone
much.
go follow me, Glitch. She's awesome. Cozy, chaos, horror. You heard of all those games that are coming up. It's fucking awesome. You said Liza P, and in my head it changed it to Eliza P. And
I was playing Last of Us and I kept calling it Lies of Us, so I'm just a hot
Liza.
mess all over. So
I love that. Lies of Us and Eliza P. Together forever.
You guys are amazing. Thank you so much. This was
Thank
so much fun. I really
you.
appreciate it. I feel
Thank-
so special being included. And I
Thank you for
cannot wait
coming
for more to
on.
come from us. I hope
Yay.
there's
Yes,
more to
please.
come.
Yay. Max, do you have anything to say to Glitch before she goes?
Thank you for being here. I'm very happy you decided to join us, and yeah, I think we should do this again.
Yeah. We'll have to do a non photosensitive game for a co-op. We'll have to find one for
Yeah.
all of us to be able
Yes.
to play together.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
All right, Glitch. Have a great rest of your night.
Thank
and
you guys so
again,
much.
we'll have you
Bye,
on for part
chat.
2
Thank you, guys.
sometime.
All right. See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Hey.
Thank you for being a friend. Oh, she's God. Let's act weird. Playing around and back again. Just kidding. We're just weird the whole time.
Weird us.
And that was Glitch. That's cool. I like that's cool. That I love talking about accessibility with people. We
Me
don't talk
too.
about it enough. But that's such an important thing that so many horror games don't have is accessibility.
I agree.
Oh man. Max, how are you?
Tired.
Getting back to hold on.
And she takes her headphones off the moment she asked me a question.
Sorry, I had to switch back.
Did you just do your horse impression at me? You took your headphones off just
No.
to do a horse impression at me?
That wasn't my horse impression.
You're
I did right, but that's not my horse impression. That's just me shaking it out.
You're right. You didn't sneeze into titties. That's right.
It was less sneeze into titties. It was more of a gentle shake.
It was a whiff of titties.
It was a whiff. It was just a quick whiff.
I don't know why that got me so much.
I love it. He's like, which Glitch has been 30 seconds. It's already dying. Which part did you like the most?
Am I allowed to say the entire thing?
You can say anything.
Okay. Well, probably shouldn't give me that. I'll say some abhorrent shit.
I love it. Well, your goal 2 years ago was to be unhinged.
And I
And
think I've done
I
that
think
very
that-
well.
I think you have. Speaking of titties, I loved.
I'm listening.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Speaking of titties, I loved how the progression of the last Heavy Rain stream with the fucking titty bar and how each time we got her a little bit to take off her clothes, but we never fully got titty.
Yeah, you keep
Like the
cocking us
first
with
time-
titties.
I keep pressing the wrong
It's
thing. I
your
was like, I'm
it's your playthrough, and you're just like, we're gonna see it this time, and then we don't see.
hold on. Hold on. So first of all, hold on a second. Hold on, brother. Oh. First of all, Heavy Rain is shaky.
Yeah.
Oh, when you've got choices, right? They
Yeah.
float up above you when they shake,
Yeah.
but then they go away in like 6 seconds.
Yeah.
So there's 4 options of what I can do, and it's like it's pretty much like lift skirt, take like unbutton blouse, but it's only like an arrow up and an arrow down. So I gotta pick a direction with shaky bits,
That's fair.
and it's hard back. So I'm trying so hard, but I just love that the first time she didn't take her shirt off at all, replayed it. The second time took her shirt off, and I'm like, are we gonna do it one more time? This time we're gonna see titty, and we didn't see titty. I don't know what I did that one time to see titty, but at least we got that.
That's how I feel sometimes.
You don't know how you got titty that one time?
Yeah. Just happened. Right place, the right time, I guess.
Right place, the right time. That's so fucking funny. I enjoy that game way more than I think that someone normally should, because it's just so fucking janky and ridiculous. But man, playing it with you in Discord and just like chilling with everybody was the fucking best. It was the tits. It was the best. And it all comes back around to boobs.
It all fully comes back around because boobs are round.
Yes, you know what? I was thinking that too. What goes around comes back around because they're boobs.
What the fuck? Okay. Have you had tuna fish today, Allie?
All right, listen.
Forget I asked. Never mind.
Only someone who's had tuna fish would react like that.
I got my answer. I'm sorry.
I think that this is your brain. This is your brain on tuna fish. Is the fucking my favorite thing of all year. My brain on tuna fish and your brain on pizza are two very special things. Oh my god, this is my reaction. Have you had tuna fish? What? Like I was just like so upset.
I don't think you've
I'm
ever gotten that upset at me. And I was
Especially over
just asking a question.
tuna.
I had no malice in that question. It was just like, have you had tuna fish today? Because you're acting quite tuna fishy.
If somebody asked you what does it mean to be tuna fishy, what would you tell them?
I'd say, imagine being high, but instead of everything being really funny, it's just like I don't know. It's just like everything is just like I guess it'd be like smoking 2 joints in a day then rather than like I don't know, like Snoop Dogg weed where it's like where he feels fine but like you and I would absolutely like die on a couch.
Now hold on there, brother. I think I'd be able to hang with Snoop's joint.
You? No.
You don't think so?
No.
Really?
I don't
Tell me
think
why.
so. I don't know. I
You
feel
don't think
like
me and
I
George
I
would
think
be able
just
to
because
smoke
you've
a
like
joint?
I think just because you've smoked a lot doesn't mean you can like tolerate how like the kind of weed that Snoop Dogg has.
What is his weed grow from his asshole? Like, why is it so fucking good?
I don't know. He's got California weed. Like
He's got weed money to make the weed really good. How do you think if Snoop Dogg would act on tuna fish? We're getting so many like unfollows right now.
Can we like I think we should back up for a second. I think we should explain what we mean when we say that you go tuna fish mode.
To be fair, we've only known about tuna mode for like 2 weeks.
Has it been, I guess it has been 2 weeks. Cuz it wasn't
Maybe
this
it's only been
last
a week.
No,
It was last
it was
week.
last week. Yeah, cuz it was last Monday, right? Pretty sure it was last Monday.
Yeah, so it's been a week. Yeah. So apparently, like I had some tuna fish, and then I was acting more, stupid than normal. And I said, "This is your brain," and because Max kept being like, "What is happening? Are you okay?"
I kept
Because I kept just saying like stupid shit.
it's more like I don't know. It was literally just like I guess it was like there was a few things that you had said that I wouldn't expect you to say. So I was just like I was a little bit concerned, but I was also like saying it like jokingly in like a manner where it's like I know you're okay, but like what is truly going on right now?
And what was truly happening is I had some tuna fish, and because of that, I had tuna fish brain. And then so apparently I act on tuna fish brain. And then Max had pizza a couple days later, and he was acting a fool.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we were saying that this is your brain on pizza and this is your brain on tuna fish. And and now this being a thing of tuna fish brain, it's making me laugh so hard. I'm thinking about it like outside, like as I'm like doing normal everyday things, I'm thinking about it and laughing.
I truly think about it too, because it's just like it was like such a like random happenstance that like you happen to be like you happen to be eating tuna fish and like a bunch of weird shit was going on.
That's true. Yeah, the mercury. It was going through my blood. It was making me, Make
Yeah,
me
that'll do it.
extra, pizza-y. Extra saucy.
Oh, look at chat. Look at the first message.
Which
Does
one?
tuna fish
The
cause titty whiffs? You tell us, Allie. You're the expert on tuna fish.
Tuna fish does cause titty whiffs. Who is that?
It's
Lo-fi
lo-fi.
Rocket Man. Lo-fi Rocket Man.
I believe
So-
that is Glitch's partner.
Oh shit! What up? What up, Mr. Glitch? Mr. G? Mr. G, bitch? I love it.
I feel like Mr. G would be Jor's name.
Yeah. They actually at his job at work, he's a teacher, as you know. They go by their first names. So
He goes by
he's
Jor?
like, yeah, right. He goes by Jor. He does. They'll be like, Jor, help me with chemistry, and he goes, it's flick and swish, and then that's what happens. That's school. Oh, that's school, brother. Yeah. That's where you do cool spells and stuff,
Did
dude.
you just equate chemistry to the Harry Potter wizarding world?
I did, and then at the end, Hulk Hogan came out. So that just went full
Man, you
tilt.
are
That's
on
kind of an
tuna
example.
fish.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
half expecting you to yell at
I'm
me
not-
again. Be like, what the fuck?
No. So here's the thing. The truth is, and I haven't been truthful to you. The truth is that I'm not on tuna right now. But I am on anchovy.
What is it with this fish mode that you have? If you had a switch on you that was like on and off, you know how like there's like some toys where it's got like 3 settings. It'd be like off,
Yeah.
fish, on. For some reason, there will just be times where you have the slider in the middle. It's just fish mode.
What do I do on fish mode?
I mean, I feel like there's been countless examples of you being okay. All right. Yeah, that works too. God damn it.
I felt like I was your embarrassing mom for a minute. You're like, Mom,
Well,
come
Allie,
on.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
Like, I'm trying to like kiss you in public. Like, have a good day. So you're like, no, Bob, no kisses.
10 minutes, no kissing, no weird stuff.
10 minutes, no kissing, no weird stuff. That made me fucking laugh hysterically. I love that shit. 10 minutes, no kissing, no weird stuff. It's so good. Are you excited for Sleetember?
Yeah.
I'm excited to do voices with you at the end of September. It's gonna be a fun weekend.
I'm also excited to play
Is it
more
day-
Split Fiction with you.
Hell yeah. I'm so excited. And do you see?
It's her.
It's her.
It's
She's
Zoe.
so cute. She's sitting next to B12.
Yes.
Oh,
That's the birthday present
so
I got
cute.
Allie.
Look at her. And what's so funny is that I got Max his birthday present from the same company, and it's on the way right now. And so when Max was texting me, I thought he was texting me that he knew that his present was coming. That's what I thought you meant the entire like weeks ago when you sent me the tracking number. I thought it was mine to you.
Mm.
And I'm like, that's weird. How did you get that
Yeah.
information? Yeah, I figured that like because you knew everything about my stream and stuff like that, that you just also knew everything about my my address and my tracking and my billing information. So when Max texts me and says, "Oh, it came or was delivered," and I looked and it was from this company, and I was like, God damn it, they delivered it to me and not Max. I'm like, I clearly said Max's address.
Mm.
And then Max is like, no, that's yours. And I'm like, wait, did you order from this company? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, son of image. And then I was like, oh my God, I wonder if it's the same one. And it's not. So
Can
I'm
I
really
make
glad.
can I make an assumption as to like what I think that you got me? Cuz I think I know what it
Oh,
is.
I mean,
I'm gonna
if you guess it, do you want me to say yes?
Yeah. Did you give me a Betty
Okay.
the Bed plushie?
I did.
I knew it.
I did.
Cuz I remember you
Like,
asking
you
me about
need
it.
it. Yeah.
And I've
I
been
was
like
like, you need
and
that.
I've been checking on like whether it's like sold out or not a lot because a lot of the times they don't ship till they're sold out and they recently just sold out.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was when they were getting the restock, I was like, oh, I need to get this for you. And then it was like pre-order at the end of your birthday month.
Mhm.
And then it shipped like, 900 years later. I
Yeah.
was like, what the fuck? But yeah, I was like, oh my God, I need to get this for you.
Yeah. I was just
You know what I
like
wish they had a plush of?
what's that?
I wish they had a plush of what's his name? The butt plug.
Benoit?
Yeah.
Yeah. I really hope they do more.
They're so good, but not from that company. It takes like a year to get your fucking plushie. They're good quality though.
They are good quality, yeah.
Did you see did I show you the Alice one that I got?
From what?
From that new game that's coming out called with the like 2D, I don't know if it's 2D, but the Alice game has Bromania, I think it's called.
I don't think so.
I did a demo of it. I'll show you. It's from the same company. Hold on, I'm a little cheeked up.
Oh shit. That's really cool. Oh, I really like
Isn't this
the like
great?
face design.
Isn't it like, yeah, like it looks really cool. It's dense.
Yeah.
Like it's really good. This is how
Oh,
she
that's
looks in the
cool.
game. She looks exactly how she looks in the game. But
Mhm.
yeah, I saw that they came out with these and I was like, whew. And I didn't get this until like 6 months later.
Mhm. I think that's the
But
thing though
I
with
got that one.
like U2s and like Makeship is like it's a pre-order so they know how many to make and then
Oh,
once they have like once they know how many they need to make, it's like then
okay.
they make it and then they ship it. Or maybe it's like and
Oh,
maybe
make
sometimes
shit.
it like they wait till like it's like sold out because I know like with Makeship it's got to like get a certain range and then after that I think that's when they'll make it and then they'll send it out.
Interesting. Okay, that makes sense as to why it takes so long. And
Mhm.
that's like makeshift. That makes sense. Like
Yeah.
now that I'm, yeah, thinking about it. Okay, cool. Um, I wish that makeshift or U2s or whatever it's called would make us Slay the Princess.
I want so badly to ask Makeship to make plushies for us and like do our like little like
Oh my
characters.
god.
I think that would be cool.
Oh my god. That would be the absolute best.
Yeah.
Oh, Max has a plushie. Oh,
And I
that
think it
would
would be
be
cool
so
if we
cute.
asked like U2s to make a little like figure diorama of like us in the woods with the campfire. I think that'd be cool.
That would be so cute. Oh, I love that so much.
Mhm.
I would like I want like them to ship a you to me and a me to you.
Yes, absolutely.
And then and then even like when you're not there, like on my streams, I can have you.
Yeah.
I'll always be with Max here. Max is here.
I could just give you like a PNG of me and you should be like, he's here, but he's not talking.
Yeah, his tummy hurts. Like I'll make an excuse every time.
I gotta say, I've
Max's
really
Tum
been
Tum.
enjoying like playing. Like, I know I haven't been playing the games with you, but I think I enjoy like hanging out with you as you play a game, like how like Key Rock does with like a bunch of his friends. I feel like
Oh, it's
games are
the
just
best.
more enjoyable.
110%. And I feel, I'll be honest with you, I feel so selfish asking, like, hey, you want to come like hang out? Like, just because, like, you may not want to like talk and be on. You just want to like chill and like mod and just lurk and whatever. Um, so I always feel like I feel bad like asking you, but truly, like, you hang out and just like chilling and like us joking and just being ourselves while I play games has been the most fun thing in the world and has made playing games for me so enjoyable, like super enjoyable, because it's just like an extension of just again like an extension of our
This.
friendship. Like we have like scared for our podcast. See, I don't even know the name of. Sorry, it's the Ali G show.
Oh yeah, I
Scared
know.
scared for scared for a pleasure. Then hanging out on my stream, and then like like it's just like another way of us just to hang out, and like any chance I get to hang out with you is my favorite thing.
hmm
And like playing these games and just like we're just laughing the entire time and just having fun, and it's
Yeah.
really great.
I feel like Resident Evil 9 was a good game to start with, considering like I love that game. And like I get to talk to
Hmm.
you about how my love for that game, and then people get to watch you play it for the first time, and I get to watch you play it for the first time.
Hmm.
I think that's also what I enjoyed about playing like Resident Evil 5 with you. Is like I love Resident Evil
Hmm.
5, and then getting to play it with like one of my favorite human beings is just like now it's just like I love that game even more purely for the fact that I have so many memories of playing it with you.
So many memories. The dogs are gay.
The dogs are gay, and they're fucking.
My fuck, and they're fucking. That was one of my favorite things
It's
ever. The
so
dogs are
good.
gay and they're fucking. The dogs say the dogs
As you like run into battle.
are gay. That's my calling card. I did that when I was in England and I was visiting Dar. They wanted me to play what's the Aloy game?
Oh, Horizon Zero
The
Dawn.
bitch with the red hair. Yes.
Yeah.
And they were like they were like there's a thing. What we have to do is we have to sneak around, then we have to do it. And I just went and ran towards it, and I didn't even have a weapon.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, and then like immediately died. And
I
then it's like,
love
you
that
have to do
game.
this. I'm like, I'm not doing that. Yeah,
Yeah, it's one of my favorite games of
too
all
hard.
time. I get that. It's I would say like Horizon Zero Dawn is on the same like level as like a Plague Tale for me, where I like both of them, but I know you would hate them.
Oh yeah,
I think that's another
for
thing
for
where it's
sure.
like I would play those games for you if you ever wanted to just hang out and like I could like and like we could like I could play those games for you because I know the third one's coming out soon, and I really need to get through that second one. Second one's pretty good so far, but I really liked the first one.
Plague Tale or Horizon.
Plague Tale. There's gonna be a third Plague Tale.
Okay, and does a Plague Tale follow a story, like a specific story?
Uh, I guess like a Plague Tale is like it's more just set during the times of a plague or I guess the plague, and it's like you get like two characters and their brother and sister, and this brother has like this parasite that allows him to control a group of rats, and it's
Willard?
Willard.
Yeah, like the rat, the movie Willard
I have no idea what
with the
that is.
rats. Oh, keep going.
Okay. But yeah, it's a good game like story wise. I feel like you would enjoy the story more than the gameplay.
Hmm.
Um, I really like the main girl. I really like a game with a solid female protagonist, and I feel like these games are really good. They really make like you care about the characters and the like who you play as and whatnot. Same with like Horizon Zero Dawn. I really like Aloy
The,
as a character.
she's so cool.
She's me, but cool.
Can I tell you a fun Aloy story?
Sure.
Kind of Aloy story.
Mm.
So years ago, like first year on Twitch, um, I met some friends, and one of those friends was from I forget what country it is, Asian country. I'm forgetting where it is, um, but he would hang out with. His name was did you know Voon? Voon. He was friends with Hurls,
Maybe.
Bullet Hammer.
I
His
know
name was
Bullet Hammer.
Voonderson. That was his. Okay, so that was that first group that I befriended, and Voon was in that group,
Mm.
and he would stream, and we would all be on there, Hurls, Bullet, all those people, and he would call me Ailey, and I never corrected him because like he's English is a second language, like he has an accent, he can call me Ailey, it's just whatever.
Yeah.
So one time, he was calling me Ailey, and Pearls was like, "Hey, can we get on a Discord chat?" And Pearls gets on a Discord chat with Voon. He's still alive, and and Pearls goes, "I can't let you fuck up the Queen's English any longer. It's Allie." So he was like, "What do you mean?" And he's just like, "You keep saying Ailey. It's Allie." So then I get on Discord and I go, "Yeah, it's Allie, but it's okay." And Hurl's like, "It's not okay." He's like, "So say 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 Al." And he's like, "Al." And then say Lee. He goes Lee. And then he go, "Now put it together." And he'd say Ailey. And he would still say it. He would still say Ailey, even though he's like Al, Lee, and then he put together he'd be like Ailey. It's like, why are you saying it's not how you say it? And then he brought up, he's like, this character is Aloy. It's not Alloy. So like he was using that as kind of like a reference for how to
Gotcha.
pronounce my name. But it was just so funny.
That's
Like,
fair.
I won't let you butcher the Queen's English anymore, which was so hilarious. But every time I hear Aloy, I always think of Ailey.
Nice. I miss Hurls.
So funny.
I remember waking up to his stream a few times.
Yeah, that's the great thing about Australian streamers. Is they usually stream during the time when we're kind of like waking up in the morning. That's why like we'll see like Parto on my streams, and then in the morning I'll go hang out with Quill before I go to work. Like it's but the shitty thing is that because we're in such opposite timelines, like 15 hours apart, it's hard to do any sort of like collabs or really like give a lot of time to them just because of the time difference. I just wish there wasn't a time difference. It sucks.
Yeah. That's how I feel. Like I feel like Pizza and I are the same way, where like I'll wake up and like I'll see that Pizza is live, and then like she'll like go to sleep, and then I'll be streaming, and it'll be her morning. So it's
I love that so much.
Yeah. I miss Pizza
I just love
all
how
the
you
time.
said that's how I feel about pizza.
Oh yeah.
I also miss pizza all the time.
But you are Pizza.
And pizza. I sing a song when I want pizza around my house. And I go, pepperoni pizza when I'm hungry. Pepperoni pizza all the time.
That's really funny. Every time you say
I'm like the same.
Every time you say around my house, I always think of you being like, my people need me.
My people need me!
That's the one.
Jordan hates it. Hates it so much.
I think it's so funny.
He's like, please stop. I love it. I think it's hilarious. And it's like, listen, I'm never going to be 100% happy with myself. Let me just make jokes about the things I'm insecure about. And if I want to flap my fucking matron arms around the house and call to my community, I'm gonna do it.
That's fair. Truly, like, you only get one body. Might as well make it, like, might as well make all the funnies about it. Like.
Exactly. Hey, what do you think I don't know if you saw this, but Supermassive Games put out a statement saying that they're going to lay off 75 employees.
Oh,
Why
really?
do you think that they put out yeah, I don't know if you saw, but if you go to their Instagram page or their Twitter, they put out a statement saying like that they're going to be laying off 75 employees. Why do
Hmm.
you think they why do you think they made that public? Like why do you think they needed to make a graphic and everything about that?
I'm sure there's like some like legal reason that they have to do it. Unfortunately, like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I mean, it's probably just to like cover all tracks so people can't like sue them for like wrongful like firing or anything like that, you know? Or at least that's how I would read it. Not that they I would assume that they've fired anyone wrongfully or and I don't want to like make any assumptions that they're doing it because they want to. I'm sure there's some reasons why they have to. I mean, if you think about it, like there've been a lot of layoffs recently anyway, and also like the gaming industry is becoming really expensive because like I like the last game I bought was almost $100, and it was just like I and it hasn't even come out yet, so it's like games are becoming expensive. I mean, the next like generation of consoles are going to be $1,000 each. So it's like
Oh my gosh, like PlayStation
PlayStation,
6.
Xbox, like probably like the like next Nintendo console. Um,
Do you think
PCs are like
is it so I
PCs are expensive. Like I like it. It's a lot more like I mean like especially with like AI like happening and whatnot. Like RAM is going up in prices. So like it's kind of just like an expensive thing to get into, and it's an expensive thing to keep going on with, I guess.
so what do you think is the future of video games as things get more expensive? You know, our jobs aren't, you know, most of us aren't counting for inflation. Like I know like ours is it in New York. Like, do you think that video game companies are going to slowly dissolve one by one? Do you think they're going to use more AI? Do you think that you know, games are not going to be put out as frequent? Not that they're, you know, putting out, you know, games frequently. I mean, how many fucking months has it been since I've been like, where's Shark Dentist?
Yeah,
What do you think's gonna, as someone who has been a video game player for, I assume, like a lot of your life,
almost like all of my life.
what do you
Yeah,
think is, yeah, so like what do you think is gonna happen to the industry in the next X amount of years?
I mean, there's probably gonna be something where it's like I know like a lot of us like love like our like video games. Like I mean, we kind of have to considering like video games brought us all like right here. Like we wouldn't be doing this without video games. Um, I feel like video games are kind of going down the same path that like streaming services are going down, where like, and I feel like you can speak to this more than like I can because there's a lot of like streaming. I've been around as long as like streaming services have been, and I feel like when there was like physical stores that you had to go to get like movies, games, that kind of stuff, I feel like there was a smaller selection of everything, and you were also renting the game or the movie or whatever, so you had a limited amount of time to finish the game or finish the movie. Whereas now it's like you pay for a streaming service and you add like a to watch list, and it's like hundreds of movies long, and it's like, or like Steam has like a sale every year and you buy like 3 games from that sale and you still have like 40 games to play, and it's like, you know, we're we're not really like, I feel like we're getting to a point where it's like we have so much that it's kind of becoming overwhelming now. And like, I hate to say this, it's like we're like my generation kind of has like very. I would say we wouldn't have as much free time considering like my generation has to like has to work like 2 jobs to pay for their house or like their car insurance and that kind of stuff. So it's like we're kind of trying to like get free time, and when we do, it's kind of just like, well, I don't really want to play a new game, so I'm going to play a game that I really enjoy, that I know that I'm going to enjoy, you know?
Yeah. Don't I know it? Just all I do is fucking replay games that I enjoy, because there's probably more games that I don't enjoy than I do enjoy, and I just like hold on to the ones that I enjoy and like try to play it, milk it for all that it's worth, because some games just really fucking suck. They're rushed, or they just weren't what you thought they were, or like we were talking about with Glitch, they have some sort of like motion sickness trigger for me.
Mm-hmm.
Motion sensor.
That's also something that I worry about a lot when I'm streaming, is like I I always try to like, I know it's hard for like photosensitivity like stuff, and it's like I always like try to like give like a warning. I'll be like, hey, like this game has like flashing lights in it and whatnot, but I always try to like make sure like motion blur is off, like the VSync is off, where it's like I can like help, like I know like what like triggers you, and I always try to like do it for other people, because I know like a lot of my friends also have like motion sickness and whatnot. And that's why like I would almost rather a game take longer to make due to accessibility than like almost anything else. Like I feel like that's how I know you put effort into the game, is if your game allows more people to play it. And then it, because it's like if more people can play it, then it's like I feel like you're a more trustworthy like dev, I guess. Um and I feel like big dev companies like Capcom, like they're still trying to get around to that. Like they definitely gotten better about it in recent years, but it's like we need to be a little bit better about this, you know? Like I didn't like I'm gonna like me personally, like I don't suffer from any of this stuff, but like I would rather like I would rather like enjoy, like let you guys enjoy the game that I'm playing too, rather than like me be the only one who enjoys it, you know?
You know how Resident Evil Requiem has I guess spoiler alert for a monster 321. You know how it has a spider?
Mhm.
In it's such a big game like Resident Evil, would would you, if you know it had a warning of arachnophobia, or you saw in the accessibility that there's arachnophobia mode where you can turn it off, for a game like Resident Evil, because I know that you would absolutely turn it off for probably most games, if not
Mhm.
all games, would you do it for a game like Resident Evil? Do you think that it would lose something if they turn that spider into a, I don't know, a gray blur or whatever they do with arachnophobia mode?
Um it's a great question. I It really depends on the game. Like I don't know. I feel like in the remakes of like 2 and 3, cuz the original games had like sections where like you go into like a giant tower and it's covered in spiders inside. I feel like I feel like most of the time, like Resident Evil, if they were to do like spiders now, like you remember in like Resident Evil 3 when you had to like walk into that, it's like a power plant, like those were spiders. Like,
Mhm.
But those are a little more tolerable to me because they don't look as real. Like they have like spider like they're clearly like spiders, but like something about those ones specifically don't bug me as much as like as much as the one in like Resident Evil 9, I guess. But also like in
Or
Resident
like
Evil
Huntsman.
9, yeah, like that one for some reason, I think it's like
That looked real.
I think it's because in Huntsman it's like designed around the spiders. So like the sound design is really creepy. Like it's the like
It's so
the the
it's so
tapping.
good. Like it's a great spider game. Yeah, the
Yeah.
tapping.
But like in Resident Evil 9 it's also like I can grasp it. I can like accept it a little bit better knowing that like a spider cannot get that big. You know what I mean?
Right. And it's not just like you said, and that's interesting. I didn't think about that. That like that game was designed for the spider. Like so it's all about making the spider sound like a spider. Well, Resident Evil is just like the spider is just like a background character. So it's not gonna have like that much work put into it to make it, very spider like with like you said, like the tap, the sound design, everything like that. Um but what do you think that they would turn the spider into with Resident Evil
It's a
if they
great
did have
question.
arachnophobia mode?
Arachnophobia
Yeah.
arachnophobia mode is always so different in games. Like I don't know if you've ever played Grounded, but in
No, but I've seen the arachnophobia mode in
yeah,
Grounded
and they turn
watching
into like
you.
marshmallows and like beans and stuff. uh
I beans, we're big fans.
U2's calls them danger dumplings.
That's what I call my thumb bean.
um
Danger dumpling. I call her Dee Dee for short.
that's really funny.
Sorry, I'll stop.
I know like in Heartworm, the arachnophobia mode turns the spider into a giant like sim diamond. It's like a giant like purple like block. Um it's so like it's so weird because the only like I know like you and I like know the meme about the arachnophobia mode for Resident Evil 9 is turning the spider into Thomas the Tank Engine.
Yes. Oh
I would
god, that would be so
almost
good.
rather like I would almost rather it be like I don't know. I I would almost rather it be like the arachnophobia mode in Lethal Company where it's just the word spider that chases you around.
That's so funny. I love that. Oh my god, that's so good. It's just a spider.
Yeah.
I
Uh I
fucking
don't
love it.
know. It's one of those things where it's like it's definitely like a game by game basis. I don't know. Spiders for me it's either like I'm gonna I'm gonna like I'm gonna like face this head on or I'm just gonna like I don't want to deal with this today. So I'm just not gonna deal with it. You know?
I'm just gonna turn them into marshmallows and be on my way.
Yeah. I almost
I
think like it would
have
be
been. Oh,
worse
go ahead.
if there was like a scene in like a Resident Evil game where you're like you know that scene in The Wicker Man where Nick Cage is covered in bees?
Yes, I do.
Imagine that but with spiders. I feel like that would almost be scarier for me personally.
Oh, the spiders! Ah!
Not the spiders, not the spiders. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be just like the crawling. I can't do crawling. Nah, bro. Speaking of like Resident Evil, I have been devouring Resident Evil speedrun tips. Just like
Yeah.
shorts of speedrun tips.
Mhm.
Just because it's so fascinating.
Mhm.
Like there was this one for the baby. The big baby thing for
In
Resident Evil 9.
yeah, yeah. In Resident Evil
And
8.
no, Requiem, it's the not the baby, but it's the big smushy thing that gets caught in the door.
I can't think of like what you're referring to.
Wasn't there was it an 8? Is there a big smushy? Maybe it was an 8. I thought it was a 9 though. Either way, they were like, how do you do this and not get hit?
Oh, are you talking about
Because I
Chuck?
guess like this, I might, yeah,
Yeah.
I might be talking about him. But it's like you have to like he gets stuck in the door,
Mhm.
and then like you throw
A glass
like a
bottle,
bomb or something right by him.
and
He
there's a
glass
deaf
and the zombie
zombie,
comes,
and he
and
comes and like beats it.
and
Yeah.
the zombie and he beats it for you.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, figures this shit out. It's so cool. Like,
Yeah.
so I have been just devouring that lately because I'm
Mhm.
like, this is so cool. I have also um I listened to a really beautiful video essay on actually Scarlet Hollow the other day, and it was pretty much like it's a video essay on episodes 1 through 5, the story, different routes, things like that. And there's so many things that I didn't realize when I was playing it that was actually happening, and like my mind is blown.
Mhm.
Like I know that this like the writing and stuff is great, but like one thing, like one example of one thing I didn't fully grasp is that um like Kanika, she her mother is Sybil, and Sybil turns out to be the witch.
Mhm.
And Sybil's whole thing is sacrificing her daughters so that the land could prosper and the bad guys won't kill them or whatever. And then Kanika's been sad because of like her dad, like she was in vet school and then she had to come back to help with the shop because her dad died all of a sudden. But I didn't realize that like Sybil poisoned the dad and killed him so that she can get Kanika to come back to Scarlet Hollow so that she could sacrifice her. Like there's like little things like that I didn't comprehend, or the whole complexity of what's her face, Tabitha, who is your cousin that you're staying with,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
who's works in the mines. Like the complexity of her character, and how she is kind of like forced to be in the role that she's in. And she would talk about how her dad like abandoned her, and how she misses him and stuff like that. And then during episode 5, we're going through a bunch of draws, and we find a bunch of happy birthday cards from her dad to her. And I didn't realize it at the time, but her mother was hiding all of these things from her so that she didn't know that her dad was trying to reach out to, like little things, just like little things like that. And I'm like,
Gotcha.
so cool.
Yeah.
I loved it. Like, so cool.
Uh huh.
You know?
I love like doing deep dives into like my favorite games. I feel like
Oh,
that's
yeah.
another reason as to like why like both you and I love like platinuming games, cuz it allows us
Mm-hmm.
to like not only like enjoy the game more but like learn about like X, Y, and Z's like lore and like why they're here and
Mm-hmm.
doing A, B, and C. It's like I really enjoy that.
I would always recommend to people who play Slay the Princess for the first time to, after you're done with your first playthrough, to then like go on YouTube and watch a like Slay the Princess explained video,
Mhm.
because anytime somebody, I feel like 9 out of 10 times whenever someone plays that game for the first time, they play it, they finish it, it's done, they go, what the fuck did I just fucking play? Like, I don't understand. Like, what's going on? And then you kind of like watch a synopsis of like the story and the long quiet and the princes being gods, and then the narrator wanting to, the princess represents, being stagnant, and long quiet represents change, and he's trying to, no, the princess represents change, and the long quiet represents, stagnant, like complacency, and he's trying to get you to kill her so that the world doesn't change. And it's just so like fascinating. And it's also fun to do like a deep dive into each one of the princesses too, because they're all so, you know just the complexity is insane, as you know, because you've played it a million times too.
Yeah.
Just the fucking best game.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so funny because I told Jor, I was like, because he's like, oh, what are you gonna play next after Heavy Rain? I'm like, it's Slaytember, gonna do Slay the Princess one month. And he's like, but you've played it. You've played all of it. You've seen all of it. And I'm like, that doesn't mean that I can't play it again and have fun. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'm going to do different routes. It's going to be really fun. Also, you ever put on a movie or a game and you automatically just get happy?
Yeah, Evil Dead 2.
That is what that game is. Yeah, Evil Dead's exactly. Evil Dead 1 is my happy movie. It gives me this like nostalgia, just warm, fuzzy feeling. And Slay the Princess is that game for me. And I'm excited to play it. And what's cool about September too is that at the end of the month we're gonna do Community Voices Slay the Princess, but also the day before we do that, I'm finishing up my half sleeve, so I have my Nelbo and my elbow to fucking finish. This is gonna hurt so bad.
I believe it.
Pristine Blade is all healed up. This
really
shit
like
did not
that.
hurt at all. Thank
I really like
you.
it a lot.
This did not hurt at all. She was okay. This long quiet hurt. She hurt. I don't know what it was about this area, but this forearm one hurt and took forever to heal. Like usually it heals within like 2 weeks. It took over a month to heal. I was like, oh no, what's going on? I thought it's because I was like stretching people, but no, it healed totally fine. But those are my plans for coming up with Slaytember. What are your plans coming up for September?
It's a great question. I found a game that I really like recently. It's called Cooking Companions, and I would honestly equate it to like it would be like my version of what Slay the Princess is to you. I'm definitely gonna try and complete it, but I want to do one more run and then like set it aside for a little bit so I don't like hate the game.
For sure.
I know Sucker for Love is gonna come out at the end of this month, so I'm going to replay 1 and 2. I know you and I are gonna play Split Fiction together. We should also play It Takes Two together, because I have that game and I've yet to play it.
I've played it's funny, I've played it with 3 people, and I've played it up to one specific part with all 3 of them. For whatever reason, like after that I never played them but it's always the same spot, but I would definitely play too.
I'm hoping I can break that mold.
Well, we'll get you past the spot.
But are we
Not
getting past the good spot? God damn it.
Inside jokes. I love them. Callback comedy.
Comedy. Every time I listen to that clip, I can hear it in my voice how disappointed I was when you said not the good spot, and I was like, "Aw."
That was so weird. Like I knew like both of our brains were just like sparking off at the same time.
Yeah, I just like how you were like
love it.
the spot. I was like, "Huh," and then you were like, "Not the good spot." I was like, "Aw."
Aww.
I love how many times during your Heavy Rain playthrough, I got you to physically pause the game.
Oh yeah. There's some things that, especially Madonna, with fucking, what are we gonna name the bird? And I'm like, what? Like mind blown.
Yeah, I don't know what it
What's a
is, but I really
fucking bird?
like that I can just do that.
Oh yeah, it's my favorite thing. It's my favorite thing ever because I'm just like, hold on a second, this deserves a moment.
So good.
It's my favorite thing ever. It's why I like having you there. It's those kind of moments all the time, and laughter makes you live longer. So we're not dying
Man,
ever.
I'm immortal then.
Oh, for sure. We're fucking Zeus and who's the chick god?
Hera?
Sure.
I'm gonna need you to be a little more specific, Allie. There's so many women gods.
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a woman god. That works. I'll be the tower. That's a god. That's the god I want to be. If I was a god, I'd be the tower. Bow down. Everyone just bows.
So you come down the
Max,
stairs
we
and
are at
face
time.
me.
Oh, come down the stairs. Speak.
Speak.
Speak was my favorite thing. That was so good.
Was that just
That
like
was so
was that
fucking
just
good.
one line, or was it like a sentence period then speak? It must have been just one word.
Yes. It was just speak.
I think that's what took all of us out of it.
100%.
I think
100%.
I think another one of my favorite moments from that is when we get to the tower, when we get to the cabin where the tower is. We walk in. If you pay attention in that VOD, I haven't said a goddamn thing up till then, cuz I was like, I'm saving it. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah, the previous fucking time before you were just going moo.
Moo.
That was so good.
Yeah.
That was so funny. Oh my god, I loved it so much. Max, we are at time.
We are indeed.
Would you like to rate out?
We're going to raid Ghost, who I want to have the podcast to. We should have Ghost on.
Oh, just a ghost.
Just a ghost.
She's just a ghost.
She's just a girl.
I'm just a ghost, and life is a nightmare.
You're streaming on Friday, correct?
Yeah.
And I will be back tomorrow, and I will be playing Cooking Companions tomorrow. I think that's what I'm doing. Pretty sure I am.
Hell
anyway,
yeah.
we love you guys. Bye.
Love you guys.